and welcome to our Woodfarm High School Learning Festival, and a particularly warm welcome to our presentation tonight. Our presentation tonight is the journey from Primary 7 to S1. Your presenting team are first-year pupils. We have Katie, Emma, Murray, Ramanpreet and D'Angelo.
Starting our journey. The journey from Primary 7 to S1 starts early Primary 7, and to get you ready for this change, Woodfarm organises transition events. One of these is the Design Challenge. This is a taster of what home economics and techie will be like. The current Primary 7s have already come up and done this, and I'm sure they all agree it's great fun and a good way to meet new people who will be your future classmates. There are also the science visits, which show the sort of experiments and work we do in the science department. The Cluster Christmas Ceilidh is great fun as you get to learn the new skill of dancing. There is also the Cluster Sports event, which Mario will be talking to you more about in a minute. And finally, the very helpful library trips, which will let you know all about how Woodfarm Library works. So there are a few events to look forward to.
Preparing for high school. Some things that helped me when preparing for high school was definitely the visit from Mr. McCracken telling us all about what secondary school would be like. During the time Mr. McCracken came into our primary school, he gave us a detailed booklet about the uniform, the staff, clubs that would run over the year, and the booklet also included what would happen if you were late. It was also great to see a proper timetable. The timetable clearly showed all the subjects that we would be studying in S1 and what time the subjects was at. Some other things that really encouraged me about making the huge leap from primary to secondary school was the information that my Primary 7 teacher told my class. She said the expectations and standards are definitely raised in high school. You'll really enjoy high school, but always remember to do your homework. Getting to know the pupil support staff. In April and May we met Mr. McCracken again, telling us more information about what high school is like. We also met Mr. Phelan, who is a social justice manager. The pastoral support teachers are Mr. Giles, who is my pastoral support teacher, Miss Stouch, Mrs. Strain, and Mr. McCracken, who you have already heard of. Former pupils from our primary school came in and told us all about what high school is like. When the S1s from our primary came, I listened intently because they have first-hand experiences about secondary school. Now I'll pass you on to Katie.
What we were worried about. Moving up to Woodfarm can be nerve-wracking, but it should be exciting as well. Some of the things my year were worried about were if we forget our PE kit. A great way to ensure you do not forget your PE kit is to pack your bag the night before so you have everything ready and organised for the next day. We were also worried about getting lost. On your first week of Woodfarm, you'll have prefects helping you to your classes. And even if you do lose the prefect that you're following, ask a teacher and they will happily help. We were worried about older pupils annoying us, but here in Woodfarm we have a great support base so you can talk to about anything. If we were late in the mornings, again, if you pack your bag the night before, you'll be much more organised and able to make it to school on time. Now Mario will talk to you about the Cluster Sports event.
The Linwood Sports event. We went to Linwood Sports Centre for a cluster event towards the end of Primary 7. When we arrived, all the different primary classes were mixed up and split into different teams. Each team was given a country to represent. I was in the Tuvalu team. This was really good fun, and we got to meet some new people and do some teamwork with pupils who were also going to be at Woodfarm after the summer. We played lots of different sports such as football, badminton, netball, athletics, and even done a bit of dance. At the end of the day, the top 3 teams were awarded bronze, silver and gold medals. Last year the winning team were Tuvalu, which I was on, and here is my gold medal. The whole day was brilliant fun. The sport event helped us all to get to know each other and work with and help other people. It also helped us to make some friends before coming to Woodfarm That made things a whole easier. I will now pass over to Rampreet.
Behind the scenes, and whilst the science workshop, the cluster Kaylee and sports event etc. was going on, our Primary 7 teachers were sharing all of our information on our learning. For example, our standardised test scores, our strengths and skills in each and every subject, and they were also completing our transition profiles for Woodfarm. Our Woodfarm teachers used our information to put us into the right English and Maths classes. Making friends was one of the most important ones of all. We were all asked at the end of the week who our friends were to ensure we had at least one friend in all of our S1 classes. Some of the pupils needed extra support, for example, in their learning. As we should all know, everyone is different. The most important one of all was building on our prior learning. I'll now pass you over to D'Angelo.
The induction visits in June were a great opportunity to make new friends, meet teachers, and most importantly, to have fun. As soon as you enter Woodfarm in the first induction day, you will see your class lists on the notice boards, either 1S or 1T Arran, 1U, 1V Butte, 1W, 1X Cumbria, or 1Y or 1Z Tyree. You will then go to the assembly hall to find out your pastoral support teachers and also what else will happen in the 2 days. You will follow your support teacher to a quiet place in the school. I'm in Cumbria, so I went to the contemplation room with Mr. McCracken. Your pastoral support teacher will then give you your timetable for the 2 days and also what is going to happen next. You will follow the S6 prefects to your next class. It is really cool when you're following a new timetable, as you'll actually believe you're a Woodfarm pupil. The prefects are very helpful and you won't get lost when they're around. And if anything concerns you, you can tell them or the pastoral support team. On the second afternoon of the induction visits, you will experience a house tournament by taking part in sporting activities, such as football, dodgeball, softball, badminton, and netball. Day 1 at Woodfarm. Waking up on August the 13th was very exciting but nerve-wracking, as you were very happy to start high school, but you're also very scared of what else was going to happen. I'll now pass you on to Murray, who will talk to you about more of her feelings.
How did we cope? We coped very well with the first day in Woodfarm. It wasn't easy and most of us were very tired after it. But it's great fun. Did we get lost? No, we didn't get lost because we had loads of prefects to help us. I will now pass over to Rampreet.
We followed our timetables and became Woodfarm High School pupils. We were all exhausted at the end of our first day and were excited for the second. We also felt like we belonged at Woodfarm and didn't want to go back to primary.
Our learning so far. At Woodfarm, we take responsibility for our learning, but are always coming in prepared and ready to learn. We will always bring our homework diary, so we're organised and on track. At the start of each term, we set targets, and at the end of each term, we reflect back to see if we've met those targets.
Developing further skills across the curriculum really helped on the move to secondary. Answering questions in full detailed answers helps me in a whole spectrum of different subjects in high school. And also completing homework projects and doing a solo talk to the class about what your project's about helps in a whole variety of subjects as well, and it even helps by boosting your confidence. Being a part of the Woodfarm community feels great. Your opinions are always taken forth and you're always heard. Now I'll pass you back to Mrs. Craig.
I'd like to thank my first year's presenters for giving you a very comprehensive presentation. Do we have any primary 7 pupils in our audience? We do. Do we have any primary 7 parents in our audience? Yes, we do. Is there anyone here who's a little worried about the move to high school? Is there anyone here with a question they would like to ask? If so, please please go over and ask our panel of experts. And thank you very much for attending our presentation, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your visit to our Learning Festival. Thank you very much for being such a good audience.